Hello, welcome to the Climb to 1800. It is yet another day of my bed not being made and the lighting being absolutely horrible because I never record these during daylight hours, but today I am because I have an event tonight, but I will not miss my game. We are up against yet another 1700. We've been playing quite a few 1700s, and they're going to play the Sicilian, against which we will, of course, play the Alapin. I am trying to learn the classical Sicilian as white, but I'm not making much progress. What's this line again? This is a pretty normal line. No, normally they play, that. I think that I meant to take here. I could be wrong, though. No, I meant to take this way, and then they never actually get the pawn back. That's what it is. I think it's correct. Takes, and I take the queen, and then I play for this pawn. But it might be simpler for me. Sorry, I know I'm taking too much time on the fourth move of the game. I'm just trying to remember theory. Am I meant to take here? I don't remember. Takes. Then he'll probably play something like this, and then I play against this pawn. The problem is he's getting a pawn of his own. I think that taking here is just simpler. So let's just do that. I don't want to confuse myself and potentially mess something up so early. So, yeah, we're going to play completely normally. Now, I need to defend this pawn because he does attack me enough times to be a nuisance. So, let's just play knight to f4. Now, yeah, he can just take right now. Because otherwise, actually, it might be better to play bishop e3 first, but no. Knight to f3 is definitely better first. The one worry I have is bishop to g5 to g4, but against that I think I just play bishop e3 and I should be fine. Now I think that I messed up the move order maybe a tiny bit, but it shouldn't be bad. It shouldn't be that bad. I think I was meant to take on, yeah. So now I have to play bishop e3 to keep the pawn. I'll probably force him to use a tempo with h3 on the next move. I'm just trying not to lose too much time here. Opponent could right now force me to make an IQP structure. Wait, actually, could they have won a pawn there? They might have been able to. After takes, he can play takes, queen takes. So yeah, he definitely could have. Now, I think that I'm going to just play bishop to e2, though, to stop him from playing any ideas that would deflect my queen. The only unfortunate thing about that position is that I know that there are a lot of lines where I want to play knight to d2 and then push, or, and then take here. In fact, I can just take here right now. But first, let's play bishop e2. And if he isn't careful, I will just take on c5 on the next move. Because I have enough attackers on it that he can't get me back. My dad's calling me. I'm going to have to, unfortunately, not pick up this time. I'm playing chess. And yeah, I mean, I'm straight up threatening to capture, then push b4. And then it might actually be hard for him to get the pawn back. I didn't want to last move, by the way, because he takes my queen. Okay. So now, basically, he's saying, if you take here, I'm just going to do horrible things to you. But I'm not sure that that's fully makes sense. Can he take right now? Take. Yeah, so now he can just take my pawn. If I take, then takes, should be fine, right? Takes. Because he can't take back with the rook, because I just be up material after that. And if he doesn't take with the... Wait a minute. Here, though, he takes there. Then he's attacking my queen. No, but I come in with check, and then I win the queen back. So yeah, taking here should be totally fine. And he shouldn't have any intermezzos with his queen either, I don't think. Because any intermezzos, I'd take the rook with check first, and then I'd take his queen. So it does look like maybe we've slightly... I mean, I wouldn't say tricked our opponent, but... Maybe they've lost a pawn, but they should have some decent compensation for it, so it's not black and white at all. Um, Now, if he trades queens with me, that might be a different story, because then I'd be up a pawn for 0 compensation and a queenless middle game, which would even convert to an endgame. By the way, I don't know why this light is flickering in the camera. That might be a camera setting or just an incompatible light. I think it's a camera setting, but I don't know how to fix it in OBS, so we're going to have to deal with it, unfortunately. He probably wasn't expecting me to take on c5. To be honest, I wasn't expecting me to take on c5. But yeah, this is going to be a pretty tactical game. It appears, which is pretty rare for the Alapin. Okay, so obviously he's attacking my queen. I'm not gonna miss that, no matter how much my opponent would like me to. I think that I can just play knight to d2, but I don't really see why I would allow him to build up any pressure on me. What other moves look reasonable? I'm just trying to see. Do any other moves create real threats? Yes, actually. Queen here does, in fact, threaten to take this pawn, but the problem with that is he actually has a crazy easy defense of just pushing this pawn, and then he's actually attacking me too, so there's no reason to give him such a free move. Instead of that, I think that knight d2 just makes more sense. Can he add more pressure to it? Oh, yes, he can. He can do this. And then he's actually double attacking my pieces. So I actually can't play that, because that would give him very easy counterplay with this knight jump. I didn't see that. I'm glad that I checked, because that might have been bad if I hadn't seen that continuation. Although, yeah, that would be very bad. Wait, actually, that would be losing. Sorry. No, knight d2, knight here. In that scenario, I would actually just play queen to c2, and then his knight's pinned to his queen. Well, not really, but I can play like this. You know, I take it back. Knight to d2 is a totally valid move. I take it back. Because against knight to e4, yeah, I have queen c2. And then if he takes here, that doesn't work because I take queen first and then I take the... Okay, so he just captures my knights. I don't fully get the idea. I suppose that he was trying to take a defender off of this knight, but I think that it's adequately defended on its own. So I'm going to take back with the bishop, of course. And now knight here isn't even a threat, because even if worst came to worst, I could just defend it. Hey, don't threaten me with tempt me with sacrifices, not threaten, tempt. Because, oh, this might actually be a valid sack. Here takes, let's calculate this. Check, he was back, and no, I don't think that it's actually valid. I don't think that I can actually do anything thanks to it. Now, I don't really want to give him this trade, because I feel like that would just benefit him. Then again, though, I would just be up a pawn in an endgame, so that it might be, I don't know, just a valid idea. Here takes. Is he trying to go anywhere else with his knight, by the way? Yes, he might be trying to go there. Yeah, if he gives me this check, that will actually be very annoying. Because he'll be picking up this pawn with tempo on my... Oh yeah, that would be very bad. Oh yeah, that would actually be very bad. And to stop that, I think that I'm actually might have to play bishop to e3. However, then he still plays it, then takes, and he'll take back with his queen. Then after the queen goes there, though, I can actually probably just trade queens, but might get kind of boring. I think that castling here is probably the safest option. Because I can't let him get this check-in. But, yeah, this seems fine too. Obviously, this move does not work. Although I would be absolutely fanatic if it did. I could also just play queen here, by the way. But then I have the same issue of this. Because he will take there, and then, yeah. So never mind. Let's play bishop d2, yeah. No, let's just castle. I know that I just went around the world with that. And actually, you know what? I'm going to go around once more. I'm going to go back, yeah. Going back here, I think, is the correct play. Because also, if I just castled, he might have had queen to d3, which might have been even worse than the alternative for me. Yeah, I'm actually not loving this anymore. I'm not loving this. I thought that I had a better position than I did, I think. Because my big issue is the d-file. If I can solve my d-file issues, I should be just totally happy. And if I get two moves, I can play b4, queen b3, then I will be happy. But if he lets me do that is another story, obviously. I'm kind of wishing I had just moved my queen instead of playing knight to d2, to be honest. I'm expecting him to probably play knight to g3, but against knight to g3, I think that I just play bishop d4, and then I trade knights if he lets me, because my dark squared bishop isn't that great. Oh, by the way, I should definitely be considering queen to a4. In fact, I probably should have played queen a4 last move. Yeah, here I think that queen a4 was actually probably stronger than everything else I just played, or considered playing. Yeah, I'm definitely regretting not doing it, but I can probably still pull it off. It's going to be hard for him to stop that idea. Especially with his king so exposed, by the way. But opponent is taking a think here, which I respect, as always. What I respect least is just jumping in and blitzing out moves. I never think that's a good option. Ever. Unless you're like completely simplified in a winning endgame. In that case, maybe it's fine, but in all other cases, no. Oops. Well, I guess that pre-move was safe anyway, but still. You know, if he does end up playing knight to d3, I think I'm actually happy about that, because I'll just trade. And then, by the way, if he takes with the rook, he loses to queen c2. But if he takes with the queen, I probably just propose a queen trade. And then if he tries to get fancy with like queen to c2, I play like, I don't even know, like knight knight f3, pretty much forcing the matter. Sorry, somebody's texting me. Just my mother. And I know I keep on flip-flopping back and forth, but I think that I actually am probably fine. But it definitely is questionable. I'm not fully sure one way or the other. And this is by far the longest that not an opponent. I've had opponents think for much longer than this, but that this opponent has thought for. Not completely sure how they're going to stop my queen a4 idea, or if they are going to stop it, or if they're just going to play a move like knight to g4. Okay, instead they attack my pawn while developing a bishop, but it actually isn't under threat because my bishop is fully defending it. Now they might try to deflect with like knight to g4 ideas, but even then I think that I can still hang on to it. I could also just play b4 here and just be totally solid, by the way. b4 is probably the better move. of all of the options. Because if I play this right now, then he plays knight g4, then I play bishop to d4, he can actually kind of just play e5. So I think that b4 is safest, and it is what I'm going to do. Queen a4 can wait one move. Because, I mean, Queen a4 actually... I guess I keep on hyping it up, but is it even that strong? Because he just plays a6. No, I think it is actually that strong, because then I play b5. And then if he takes, then my queen's coming in, and then I have a rook on the file. Yeah. I think it is that strong. So I should have an attack brewing in the horizon, but it's definitely not arrived yet. Definitely not here yet, but hopefully soon. Yeah, then if I can get in queen a4, then I'll also be able to get in like knight c4, then trade the knights, get my bishop into the attack. Should be pretty tasty. But I feel like I very often fail to convert attacking advantages, where my sole advantage is that I'm the side calling shots. That's my weakest area of the game by far, I think. I've said that my weakest area is many different areas in the past. Like I've said it's this, then that, then this, then that. But no, it's definitely converting attacking advantages. Actually, now that I think about it, what's stopping him from still playing knight g4 and then e5? He doesn't. And because he lets me, I'm going to be playing queen a4 now. Actually, I need to think. I could also play h3. h3, though, might be too slow. But queen a4 here, then I take. That should be winning. But queen a4, a6, b4. It might be worth it to just throw this in to stop this move. In fact, I think it is worth it. He has so much pressure there, I need to control it. Now, it is useful to note that he is not in time to do any rook stacking ideas. Because I can move my queen and then move my knight in time. And maybe he'll sacrifice here in the future, but I do feel much better now that I have g4 under control. I was feeling pretty uneasy, to be honest. Although maybe a4, then just sacking the pawn structure for an initiative was better. I'm excited to see what the computer thinks. Yeah. Or what the computer knows. I'm not sure which way to say that. I guess that the computer never truly knows, because calculating infinitely far would be impossible. For modern day computers, at least. So nobody really knows. But the computers have a pretty good grasp on what is probably true. And I do think that I have the better position right now, as I've been saying pretty often, but definitely not decided yet. At all. Maybe for a Grandmaster, but not for me. I think that his biggest threat, his biggest weakness, I mean, is definitely his king safety. His king safety is terrible. Yeah. Okay, so he does play the move that we've been talking about for a minute. Do I just move my king, honestly? No, 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 no. That's too much pressure. I'm just gonna take. Now, taking with the queen is the only way to move forward, of course, because otherwise he's just blundering. Okay, this pawn is hanging right now, so I need to defend it. I could also not defend it, by the way. I don't want to give him this move, though. I really wanted to play queen a4, but it looks like that's not going to be possible now. I think that queen b3 is my best bet. Unless I want to sack this pawn and go for this. Wait a minute. Queen a4 takes. You can't take this pawn because then I just play this, but then never mind. Then takes. Okay, I'm just gonna play queen b3. I don't want to think about it too much just yet. Now he can't play knight to e4, and I'm gonna bring my rook in on the next move, threatening a discovery with the knight. Does that move work? Why am I not seeing any moves right now? Wait, this is actually getting kind of bad. I'm not even gonna lie. This is getting a little bit bad. No, it isn't. No, it isn't, because I have bishop to d4. Cutting off the contact of the queen and the rook. However, e5 looks terrifying. Yeah, because he's threatening this pawn with a double attack as well. I think this is my only move. Now, he does have checks right now. Actually, no, he has no checks. Yeah, that should be my only move, actually. Now, if he lets me on the next move, I'm almost certainly going to try to kick out his queen with some maneuver. I'm not sure what it is yet. If I had to guess, it's probably going to be queen to c4. I would never really want to play c4 because that hangs this pawn. Okay, so he wants to just give me a checkmate, basically, or to take this pawn. However, I think that queen to c4 just fully counters all those ideas, right? Queen c4 takes with check, though. Might be an issue. Dang, yeah, no. This is not great anymore, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, wait a minute. What about just castling long? What about just castling long? I mean, he can give me this check, but, like, whoop-de-doo. Wait a minute, this is actually not great, I'm not gonna lie. Here, he gives me this check first. I have to go here. Takes, pushes this pawn, and I lose my bishop. Wow. And here would just be checkmate immediately. So yeah, this is actually really bad for me. Am I cooked? Be honest, guys. Am I cooked? I don't think I'm cooked. My biggest worry is I think that I am going to end up having to castle long. And then just check, go like here, and give up my pawn advantage. If I could castle short right now, that would make my life so much better. Yeah, looks like my advantage went down the drain. Because here takes e5. Wait, no, e5 doesn't work. I have a knight there. Here, check. Okay, since e5 doesn't work, solely because e5 doesn't work, I'm going to play this. Now he can just get back his pawn, unfortunately. And I wasted so much time on that move. I spent 2.5 minutes. I do think it was a very important move, though. I'm not sure if I made the right one is the issue. Long castling might have just been better. But if I long castled, all of his pieces would have just gotten in so easily. By the way, if he plays some waiting move, then he is cooked. Because then I'll take his queen. He'll have to take back with the knight, and then I'll just move my king and be a clean pawn up. So I do think he has to trade queens right now. Or, sorry, take on g2 first, at least. One of those options. For sure. Oh, yeah, okay. I was worried about queen to c2, actually. Okay, which way do I go? Oh no, I only have one way. I'm kidding, guys. So let's go here. That's our only move. Now I think that he's going to try to trade queens, but thankfully e5 at the end of the line doesn't work because I have my knight. And if he gives me time, of course, I'll kick out his knight and win back the pawn. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Now I'm also fighting against the clock, and I spent 15 seconds on that last move when I had one move. I don't know why I did that. Yeah, but now his queen is hanging, so he has to trade it. Pretty simple. And I don't think he actually has any squares that make much sense to put it on besides trading. But we'll see. We will see, because I was right to say that this game isn't over. It looks like I might actually be worse now. But that remains to be proven. I'm not going to roll over and die. And I might be not worse at all. I'm really not sure. Hello! My family just arrived back home. But I'm in the midst of a chess battle right now, so they will have to wait just a moment longer. Wait a minute. Takes. He actually has bishop. Bishop to there. Bishop to f6. Yeah, so after that I'll have to move my king so that he doesn't have any pinning ideas. Then I'll probably take and then take with the rook. Wait, what? How does that work? Oh my gosh, wow. I lost it. Okay, I lose the game. If I take here... Wait a minute, what? Wait, what? Wait, no, I thought his queen had contact with this rook. It doesn't. Why don't I take here first? What's stopping me? What's stopping me? What's stopping me? Okay, well, if he found a tactic that I didn't see, I guess he just wins, but... What am I missing right now? What am I missing? I guess nothing. Huh. Okay. Well, I can't defend this pawn, unfortunately. I would have liked to. But maybe I can force him to simplify even further and then give a check. Maybe that's not worth it. Well, I can go here. Then if he takes, I play up here. Oh, then he actually defends it with the bishop, actually. What's the best way to lose back this pawn, is what I'm wondering. Oh, obviously I can't do that. Here, takes. Here, probably go there. So that does not work, unfortunately. Wait a minute, this comes with check, though. So I could pretty much force this simplification. So here, 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 here. No, why would I give him 2 pawns for that? Yeah, let's move up. I don't have much time to think. I assume he's going to take here. That's kind of his only move. I'm not totally sure that his sacrifice of the exchange was sound, but maybe it is. I've learned that these higher rated players than me actually have a pretty good intuition of what is sound and what isn't. Now, if I go up here, he's almost definitely going to play this. I can go here, but then he gives me this check, which is very annoying, actually. Well, I don't have much time, so let's just play this. I assume he's almost definitely going to do... yeah. Okay, well, I guess that I kind of just wasted it. I definitely should have just gone to b3 first instead, so let's just do that right now. And now I can't even win my pawn back, unfortunately, because his bishop is defending it. But we live. Alas, we live. The only issue is that he just won. Wait, no. For a second I thought that he won because of this move, attacking this. But I actually just go down here, and then I should be fine. Oh my god. No way I just did that. Oh my god, I blundered the game. Of course I blundered the game. You've got to be kidding me. All of that. What's even the point? What's even the point? Oh my god. Well, I mean, I'm gonna resign in a minute, but I'll just play it out for a few more moves at least. Absolutely soul-crushing ending there. I'm sure I was winning. I'm sure I was winning. Oh, I wasn't even winning by that much, but I was winning. That was a terrible game. Jesus. 57% accuracy? That was so bad. That might have been one of the worst middle games I've ever played. But anyway, let's see what I could have done better. I'm sure there was a lot. Okay, so taking there was fine. I shouldn't have thought so long. That was already a mistake. I'm just mad. I don't even want to review this game, but I will, obviously. I should have played knight here, I guess, with the idea of playing bishop to c4, but I missed it. Now I'm just fully winning. I should have... What was I saying this entire time? I was saying queen a4, queen a4, queen a4. Why did I never play queen a4? Let me guess. Queen a4. And then I should have just castled instead of trying to be... Yeah, okay, h4 was a terrible move. Then I'm just losing. But now I'm fine. And then I blunder terribly. Yeah, I should have tried to trade queens, but then he just takes his pawn, and I guess it's just equal now, and I just had to be okay with that. Why is this not okay? Oh, because he just takes the rook. Anyway, I blunder, but then he actually misses the blundering move. He had to. Oh, he kind of trapped my bishop with e5. Yeah, but what if I just do this? Okay, so my blunder was actually pretty complicated, but anyway, let's see what actually happened. Yeah, I blunder, I miss it, and now I'm just lost. But then he loses material, and I shouldn't have even taken like that. I should have... Oh, of course, taking with the queen is better. I don't know why I didn't do that, but anyway, I am just better here. I should win this 100 out of 100 times. Instead, I definitely should have played queen c... I knew that he was going to play bishop f6. Why didn't I just play... Okay, anyway, I'm mad at myself. And he finds all the best moves here. And then obviously I blunder. But either way, he's going to be winning the exchange. But it's not like he's better now. It's just like he's slightly better because he's up a pawn. And I have a good knight for it, too. I just had to be down the exchange. And then I just self-destructed. I'm very disappointed with this game. I'm not going to lie. But anyway, thank you for watching. I'll catch you tomorrow. But yeah, just disappointing stuff. I'm sorry you guys had to watch that. All right, bye. Adios. Have a great night.